Okay, next game we're going to play e4 this time. Get e4, e5. Let's play the King's Gambit this time. Now, this is an opening that I don't recommend at the very beginner level, but I think you can play it to some degree at the lower levels. Okay, we get d6. Now, both bishop moves are good here. I think I'm going to go bishop c4 this time to hit the pawn and the knight. Thanks for the educational checkmate. Yeah, I mean, well, it's educational. Yeah. Let's play c3. I want to stop knight d4. I also maybe want to go queen b3 and create the classic right triangle idea here. But if I go queen b3, this goes queen d7, takes here, and then I have problems in the center, so let's go here, guard the pawn, guard this one, and keep this idea in our back pocket, and save the right triangle. Can I play b4 with white? Of course I could. That is the orangutan opening. It's obviously a pretty decent opening. We got bishop e7 here. Okay, thank you so much, Martin, for the 22 months. Okay, so let's just castle here and play h3. I want to force him to take so I can take, and then eventually I just want to bring these three boys to the party, but we can't do it right away. Okay, now this does give me g4 and f5, and he just trapped his bishop. Now this is something you have to be very careful, and whenever you bring a bishop out to pin the horse, you have to be very, very careful that when you retreat to h5 and g6, you don't get it trapped by the pawns. The idea behind King's Gambit is to have quick, easy development and easy attacking targets, and your opponent has to like defend very quickly. Let's just take pawn here. Okay, now what I want to do here is, I'm trying to find some kind of fancy schmancy checkmate, but I don't really see it. Instead, I'm just going to rip open the h file here and checkmate with the queen. Can I play an Evans Gambit? Of course I could. But again, I don't want to play openings that are too far out there, because at the beginner level, don't forget most of my opponents are very low rated. I want the games to have some purpose. It's not just like to stomp them. So there's certain openings that I play, like it just ends up being a stomp and it's not realistic. So I'm going to go here and knight f5, put the knife on f5. Now, one person who knows how to use his knights, of course, is Fabiano Caruana, because against both Hans Niemann and Sam Shanklin last round, he put a knight on f5 and f4, which would have made Gary Kasparov very proud. Go knight f5. Let's take the knight, let's take the bishop here, and now just extra pieces. I've just got an extra knight, extra bishop here. Queen h4, good move, hitting the knight and the pawn, but I can guard both with the king. How do you punish the cow opening? First of all, it's not really called the cow opening. It's an opening that's been around for a long time. I know, like, it's memey and everything to call it that. But the main way you punish it is to push on the edge, specifically h4, h5 if they go knight g6, or a4, a5. Let's go rook f5. I want to go knight through rook h5 and go for a checkmate. It's actually an opening that a good friend of mine used like 25 years ago in Crazy House, not Crazy House, sorry, in Crazy House Chess Online. But basically, the way that you punish the opening is you push whichever when the knight comes out to like g6 or g3, you can push h4, h5 very, very quickly and attack. Thoughts on Tyler 1? Like I said, I mean, if I give the honest brutal take, everyone's gonna get mad at me because they're gonna think that I'm like diminishing what he's done. But if we're being really honest and looking at the whole perspective of it, it's not about like the days that it's taken to get to 1400. It's about the hours that he's put into chess. And when you're putting in 12 hours every single day playing, like that is something that until recently almost nobody could do. Like that's just the reality, is nobody could really do that. Do I have a beautiful check? Wait, I gotta go for the queen stack. 1 second. I don't see a checkmate. Knight f5 is king f6. Good check. Good check. Somehow there's no actual mate. But I think after king f5, I can like, I think I can go here, and he's just getting like fossilized every which way. There's king f4. That's also a good move. How is there no checkmate here? Oh, this is a beautiful... this is like such a beautiful checkmate. I go check, and rook f3, and the king has no squares, because these knights cover them both. These knights cover the squares. This is so beautiful. Look at this checkmate. I mean, look at this checkmate. The king has no squares here. Both squares are covered by these knights. That's a beautiful checkmate. Let's